So, Liam Williams loses to Boo Boo Andrade. Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Where shall I start? Liam Williams gets knocked down in the first round. Andrade comes out on a trillion with a flurry of punches. Liam kind of walks onto the punch. I think it was just like a 1-2, like a left. Right, and he's southpaw. Liam walked right into it. Boom. Yeah, so Andrade had full power. Like he come in looking massive. Liam looked tiny. So then it gets to about round 3, and then Liam catches Andrade with a nice straight right, if I believe, and totally buzzes Andrade. But no one notices it that much. Like Andrade, all of a sudden, his punch output diminishes. He becomes lethargic. So therefore, we know he's been buzzed. But do you know what? Liam was chasing him around the ring, chasing him. Liam, once he got to him, he just didn't have really the power to tuck Andrade in. Andrade, to be fair, ran and ran and ran. There's a difference between outboxing, but he kind of ran. And that ref allowed Andrade to punch and hold, punch and do some quite dirty tactics and look super biased. The ref, obviously, an American, didn't ever warn Andrade about the religious holding. It was just so annoying, become frustrating. And then Andrade seemed to get a second wind between, I would say, maybe round 5. He just kept pot-shotting at... it was dirty. He kept pot-shotting at Liam. You know, they fell on the floor. They were nearly through the ropes. Nearly doing... Yeah, nearly a Bernard Hopkins, but 2 of them would have come out. And then it seemed like Liam caught Andrade again with another right. And again, Andrade, it literally turned down the volume from 10 to like 2. Andrade didn't seem to have much of a engine, but he has been out of the ring for... I think Liam's been out of the ring maybe just a year, and Andrade, I think 2 years. So maybe that's where his durability suffered because, you know, he hasn't been doing any rounds, hasn't been active. So basically Andrade continued to pot shot, but Andrade's footwork's amazing. So, you know, he's really quick, he's really nippy. Liam was just always pressuring him. Good on Liam though. Liam pressured and moved forward, but just didn't. Andrade is good at boxing on the back foot. Liam just didn't seem to be able to cut off the ring. Once he did get him in, you know, some compromising positions, Liam just couldn't finish the job. He just didn't have the power. Andrade's just seemed like the bigger guy, but you know, Liam had some power, but just in comparison, it just looks like tapping at the end of the day. Liam didn't do hardly any body shots. Liam kept religiously getting caught with Andrade's epic uppercut. Epic. Epic. But fair play to Liam. Yeah, but you don't want to keep catching him. He walked right through him, but you know, you got to try and adapt your game plan. It's just like Andrade is just a bit too quick for Liam. Liam's a bit more Neanderthal in his style, like kind of like a Joe Joyce pressure fighter in a smaller geezer. But in the end, went to points. But Liam gave a decent account of himself. Andrade, he shouldn't be that proud of that win, I don't think. I think the team might give you a bit of a go. But yeah, Liam Williams loses to Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Very frustrating fight in my opinion, because I was like, go on Liam, you can do it, finish him off. But you know, it just didn't ever happen. And like, you know, just the bits of like the fouling and the ref. That ref, I'll find out what your name is. You're rubbish, and you shouldn't even. Yeah, you're rubbish. But anyway, I've got to say, I did call it as a deep water win for Andrade, but it went just past the deep waters. It was to points. So, yeah, Demetrius Andrade wins on points. Yeah. So, guys, thank you. I've got a live to get ready for in a bit. So, hey girls, Lady Shan, rep nonetheless, come box with Shan. God. Rah!